everyone, and welcome back to Fun Intended. My name is Kate. I'm the Digital Strategy Manager here at Metropolis Resort, and this week's episode is all about appreciation. So we just hosted our customer appreciation party this year, but that event really is just one way that we try to practice appreciation every day here at the resort. So this week, I have Mariah, our Director of Sales and Marketing, to help me out here. Can you tell everyone a little bit about your role here at Metropolis?
Yeah, so obviously you said it. I'm the Director of Sales and Marketing. I'm going on year 7 here. I started right before COVID in events, and then my role has just evolved over the past 7 years, and now I oversee sales and marketing.
Okay, so having spent 7 years in the hospitality industry, what is the first thing that comes to mind when you think about hospitality?
I really think for me, it's how we make people feel and how people are seen. So you really can purchase anything, but how it makes you feel is what's going to make you come back. And I think when it comes to hospitality, that's one of the most important things is how did they feel when they left?
Perfect. So then when we talk about appreciation as like a feeling or an emotion, like when you say that's how you want them to feel when they leave, how did appreciation become so important to us as a resort?
Yeah, I think over the past couple of years, especially with how COVID has changed so much, and I know people always like come back to COVID, but truly it changed so much for us. People started purchasing differently, and like I said, it's important to make people feel something. And when people are buying things, we're not a necessity. So obviously we're not clothes, we're not food, we're not, shampoo or anything like that. So we are what people want to go do. They want to take a family vacation. They want to do something fun with their friends. They want to create those memories. So when people are purchasing, it's always coming back to how are we making them feel? And appreciation is a part of that. We want to make them feel appreciated when they're here.
I would agree with that. I feel like we talk about it a lot. I work with Mariah in marketing, and we do talk a lot about, we talk a lot about how we can connect with people versus just selling to people.
Yeah.
So obviously we've touched a bit on like wanting people to feel appreciated. Is there anything else that you personally keep top of mind in terms of like what you hope guests feel when they're here at Metropolis?
Like a specific feeling?
Yeah.
I want them to feel happy. I want them to feel connected to their family, to their friends, especially like I have a daughter now, and my whole life revolves around my connection with her and my husband, and working for a family-owned, family-ran resort, and like our sole focus is families coming in. I want them to feel connected, happy, and loved when they leave.
I feel like that's a good goal. I like that you kind of brought in like the relationship not only with like us and customers, but like the relationship our customers have with each other, which is not the way I was originally going to take this next question. But why do you think relationships matter just as much as the attractions? I was looking at it more from like our perspective, where I do really like to build a relationship with our guests, and I like to know who's coming in the door. But I do think it's an interesting spin, kind of to know that they have their own relationships with each other in this building, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah, I totally get what you're saying is like, we obviously want to be making those connections with our customers. But when I think about people leaving, I think that they're making those connections together and those memories are together. Yes, of course they're always going to remember how the front desk worker made them feel, or how even like the utility worker made them feel when they walked by in the hallway and said hello. But that's not going to be their main focus. I think their main focus is going to be oh my gosh, did you see how I beat you on the go-kart?
Yeah.
And, or maybe the one time, like, the one kid got beat by mom and dad on whatever game they're playing. They're not going to remember that exact game, but they're going to remember how, again, it made them feel.
Yeah.
I would answer your question.
That answered my question. Yeah. I think it did. So then kind of just for fun here, and because I know everybody kind of has their own personal opinion on this, but do you think that guests can tell when a business genuinely cares?
Yeah. 150%.
I know I can tell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I think when you're choosing the right place to visit, whether you're like buying a new item of clothing or you're looking at your family vacation and you're choosing between two very similar options, the one that made you feel like you weren't just a number is going to be the place that you choose every time.
Yeah, which is why we came up with a few of our customer events and kind of some of our initiatives too that we put into play kind of day to day at the resort. But the big one that I want to talk about obviously is our annual customer appreciation party. So we just hosted this last week. It was a lot of fun. But where did the idea for the customer appreciation party come from? Because we helped launch it.
Yeah. It really came from, we're bringing it back to COVID, but COVID basically took us out of the, everything. Because again, we're not a necessity. So we didn't have people here, and we truly missed our customers. We missed our guests. We love seeing the smiles. We love seeing the people.
It's so much more fun when people are here.
So much more fun.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's really boring when there's nobody here.
Yeah.
So we really just wanted to get people back in the doors and get people to like go out and do something instead of just like sit and watch TV.
Mm-hmm. Have fun with people again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then,
Not permitting.
yes. So then what do you kind of hope? So obviously we loved it so much the first year. We've brought it back for, I think this was the fourth year
I think
that
so
we
too.
hosted it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you hope families experience when they come now? The original goal has probably changed a little bit. The goal is still the same, but the intent and what we do is a little different.
I guess I want them to come back for every customer appreciation party and know when they are walking in the doors that we're not just like doing a free party to do a free party, but we're actually doing it to say thank you for coming in the doors.
Yeah.
And so I think what's important is we change it every year. It hasn't been the same every single year. And I think that's important to show them, well, it's not just like a checklist.
Right.
You're important to us.
Yeah. We put thought behind it. Our entire leadership team is there on the day of the party. We love talking to all of our guests. Anyone who wants to chat. I love when they pull over and talk with us a little bit about their experience. But I would agree that making it just slightly different every year is like a big part of it too.
Yeah. And
just to keep things fresh.
And it's so fun. Like, we're obviously always in the office, so we don't really get to experience like the fun anymore. We don't get to like see people on the floor and like talk to people and watch people having fun. And that day is especially fun because we actually get to like go hang out and pass out hot dogs or like find soda or, even some of our staff plays with the kids even. So it's just like fun to actually go interact with the customers.
Yeah, I would agree. So then why is it so important that so much of this event is free?
Again, it's going back to showing people that we appreciate them. They spend their money here. They come here. Some people come here year after year, or even every season. Some people come back monthly, and they spend a lot of their time, and they choose to spend their money here. So, and they deserve to feel appreciated. And I guess that's why I would say it's important that this event is free for them.
Yeah, I would agree with that. We touched on this a little bit in the previous question, but what is your favorite part of the day?
it's easily like being there and handing out the hot dogs.
Yeah. Not being in my office.
Yeah.
Yeah. Being in
We
Action
actually
City.
get to like be a part of it.
Yeah.
And like
I get to play games. This year I got to ride the go-karts. Like
What?
it's super
I didn't
fun.
get to ride the
I know.
go-karts.
I got to ride the go-karts.
yeah, it's fun. And like
yeah.
the people say thank you as they're coming through. I handed out hot dogs this year. And I would say 100% of the people said thank you.
Yeah.
They said thanks for doing this for us. It's amazing. So we know that we were trying to show them that we appreciated them, and I know we nailed it.
Yeah. It feels good to know the point got across.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did it.
Okay, so then besides the customer appreciation party, what are some other ways that we try to thank our guests?
Yeah. So we send thank you cards for all of our kids that have birthday parties with us. And then also we do quite a few events like school group events, corporate events, lots of family reunions. We send thank you cards to all of them. We also send sometimes little presents in little boxes to customers. What else do we do? We like to, I wouldn't say this is thank you, but we like to put, if we know your birthday is coming up, we will put special birthday stuff on the door.
Yeah.
That's just some of the stuff.
Yeah. Or just like paying attention to details. I know we talked about that a little bit earlier today. Like, I feel like our team, especially our team that is on the phones, they're very good at picking up on little details and things that families call about, and kind of catering their stay to that. I feel like that's a good way to say thank you as well. So then, is there a guest story for you that perfectly kind of represents what appreciation means?
Yeah. It's funny. A few years ago, I got a letter in the mail that had a little lollipop in it. And it was from a mom and a little boy. And mom was teaching a little boy a lesson because the little boy took it without paying for it. So he wrote like a little apology letter with the sucker in the letter and said, I'm really sorry for taking this without paying for it. Anyways, I took it as an opportunity to write the kid a letter back. So I wrote him a little letter. I think I signed it from the whole team at Metropolis or however I signed it. And I gave him 2 jump and play passes to come back and play with us again, for being honest.
Yeah.
And and just like showing him like that when you do the right thing is rewarded.
Yeah.
And it was really funny. Maybe like months later, I got a call from the front desk and it was like, oh, someone's here to see you. And I was like, oh, okay. And like no information. I'm like, okay, who do I have to go talk to right now? And I go down there and it was the mom of the little boy. And she gave me like the biggest hug. And it was just like, I don't know. It was just really cool to see that one tiny little letter made a huge difference for that family.
I feel like stories like that are so cool too, because everybody on our team has a story like that. And I feel like sometimes even the guests don't know that can be like a very formative story for us somehow, like at our job here. But we still talk about it to this day. And so like, I feel like as much as they feel appreciated, we feel appreciated too. So.
Yeah, it means something to us.
Okay, so then kind of going off of that, can you remember a moment just kind of when you realized that like our job wasn't just about running a resort or selling a resort, but like kind of where you thought, oh, this is why I do what I do?
Yeah, I think there's many for us.
Yeah.
But one that happened recently was I answered the phone and it was somebody making multiple reservations for their family. And I always ask the question, like, what brings you into the resort? And it was really sweet. It was a dad, and he was, oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. They were celebrating that dad was cancer-free.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
So I got off the phone. It was a wonderful conversation. He stayed with us. And I think that just like, we're not just a destination to just like go have fun. People are celebrating real things and real things that happen in their lives. Like they're celebrating dad is cancer-free. We made sure to go in and put like a box that was like congratulations in it in their room for them. So it's things like that where it's like, okay, what we do actually does matter.
Yeah. I feel like that's a perfect example. I didn't know you guys did that recently, so that's super cool. Okay, kind of to segue off that, not to go complete sidetrack. But do you see us continuing to grow customer events?
Yeah, for sure. I think one thing that we always joke about here is like we never put the hammer down. So like we're always renovating, we're always doing this, and we're always looking for like the next best thing. We never just stop with what we're currently doing. So I would say keep a lookout for more events coming in the future.
I was gonna say, I don't know if you have anything particular in mind. I don't. They're for sure coming. We will think of it.
More.
Yeah. So then what role do you think these events play in kind of building a community around Metropolis?
We are one of like the, I would say, larger businesses in Eau Claire, and Eau Claire is so big in community that I think it's important for us to be a part of it and show that we are a big part of Eau Claire and we want to continue to grow with them.
And yeah, many of us have grown up in the Eau Claire area. I would say a very good portion of our staff. And so it's fun to be able to give back to the area that kind of like grew up with you too.
Right.
So then what kind of experiences are you, I know we just said we didn't know specifics, but what kinds of experiences are you kind of excited to create in the future as we grow and expand?
Yeah, I think like, especially with our expansion coming, I'm really excited to just bring in some different demographics, I would say, is what I'm really excited about. I don't really want to go into like too much detail, but I would say like we're really excited to bring more teens or young adults in and just like really amp up our vibe.
Yeah, elevate the experience a little bit. I would say that's what I'm excited for too. Just to kind of see who all comes in here and just to have another space to hang out. So yeah. Okay, well, that was all my questions for today. Thank you for joining me, Mariah. And thank you again to all of you for spending your time with us. Again, we know there's so many other places you can go, so many other places you can spend your time with your family, and we are just so grateful that you choose here at Metropolis Resort. So we'll catch you in the next one.